Right, let's try this again. I think it's those two buttons off. We just blown it. That's it, we got no diesel heater. Well, that's the last of the gubbins packed, and we're ready to start making a move. Hi, welcome to the channel, and let me explain, because I'm on a bit of a mission. See, I'm up in Lincolnshire at the minute, and the original plan for this trip was to go a couple of 3 days around the Pennines and a few other spots, and then head back to the homestead. But I've been checking the snow report the past few evenings in Scotland, and it seems like they've got quite a bit of snow incoming, enough for them to even open the mountain ski resorts. And here's the thing with this, it's November at the minute. The fact that we could possibly snowboard in the UK in November is a once in a lifetime chance. Now I know it's not going to be great conditions and it's going to be possibly quite rocky, but just to tick that little thing off the box, snowboard in November in the UK is a chance I just can't pass by. Unfortunately, we've also got to do a lot of running round before we can start heading north. I need to go west from here instead of north, 80 miles back to the homestead to swap out the diesel heater and pick a few bits up before we can start heading north into the wintry spots of Scotland. This is going to be a good one, and it's going to be a massive mission. Get yourselves a cup of tea, get yourselves a drink, and join me as we go on this mad mission to try and hunt out a couple of runs of snowboarding in Scotland. 3 hours later and 80 miles, and the diesel heater's been swapped for one we can use, and I've even remembered my chocks. We're ready to go. I just need to go and floss the armpits and lighten the load, and we can get on the road up to Scotland. And no, you're not coming in the shower with me. I'll see you in a minute when we're on the road. Well, I don't know what this one's called or how good it is, but I definitely need to stop and use the facilities. It's about 9 o'clock. We've been going 2.5 hours. I've got about another 3 hours and 200 miles to go. What really needed me. He's got a smiley face, and so have I. I've needed that for about the past 40 miles. Nearly walked into the women's. More importantly, the plan of action. I think I'm going to try and get above Glasgow and Edinburgh. That way tomorrow we've only got a 3 or 4 hour drive, meaning hopefully we can get up there before they shut the snow gates. For now though, there's another 3 hours driving north. I have to say though, I have done a lot of driving already today and I'm pretty tired, so we'll see how we go. I might end up pulling in somewhere a little bit closer. Oh my god, 6 hours of driving, and somewhere here apparently. I'm guessing this on the right. Okay, some little car park. Oh, looks alright. Well, I think 8 hours of driving is probably enough for one day. And also, it might be an idea to give the old crib a little rest from driving. If I'm honest, you could do with an oil change and probably an O-ring on it, on one of the injectors, if not a new injector, but fingers crossed for this trip. Oh, and if you follow the series, I had a bulb go on the low beam, I think it was, at the bottom on the passenger side. I did try and get it sorted. I was going to get it done at Halfords because they fit them, but they won't fit that one because it's not accessible. I can do it myself, but it's going to take me half a day of fedaddling. I didn't have time. For now, it's about 1:45 in the morning. I'm going to have a cup of tea, have a little look on the Tinterweb and get myself to bed. Morning and welcome to the Queens of the Canals. I've no idea. It's a spot 10 miles north of Glasgow and just outside of Stirling, and only a couple of miles off the main motorway. It's a bit of a weird one, sort of a 1.5 mile single track road coming in here that I thought was quiet, but as you can see, it's constantly busy. Even at 1 o'clock in the morning there was cars bezzing along it. Bit of an odd one as well. I thought that was the official spot, but I think that's actually the spot over there. The only reason I know is because it's full of rubbish, and I remember reading about that on the reviews, but it turned out to be a good one. Another good one, and a perfect pit stop, to be honest. I don't think I could have drove much further, and if I had done, would have been waking up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. As it stands, it's 10:30 at the minute, and it's supposed to be about a 3-hour drive to the mountain ski resort, although as you can see from these blue skies, it's not looking very promising for snow. We've had bad news yesterday. It actually rained all day on the mountain, and the mountain is looking rather green and brown as opposed to white. So it is what it is. We're just going to have to play it by ear. But for now, we need to start driving north. Well, we've just entered the Cairngorms National Park. Just seen a sign on the side of the road. I have to say it though, it's blue skies and blazing at the minute. We're having a little bit of rain, and I'm looking in front of me at these mountains, and there's no snow at all on them. It is what it is. What I think I'm going to do is make a pit stop en route. There's some little area that I want to check out. It's a nice little bumble, not too far, and we can stretch our legs there before we head up the mountain. Still about an hour's drive from where I am though. It seems everywhere that I'm going over the past few days is a massive amount of distance. Nothing but drive for 3 days, 2 days. I'm losing the plot. Oh my days, we're getting closer, and look at this. I don't know if you'll see it. There's actually snow on top of the mountains. I mean, admittedly it's a little bit and it's very patchy, but it's white on top. Oh, that bodes well. I mean, we're here for a few days and it's supposed to be snowing for the next few days. Bloody better. It's supposed to be -11 tonight and tomorrow, and maybe -13 Sunday. Well, I think we're going to need to be pretty quick here. It's looking like the weather might start coming in. It's been up and down the whole journey here. Hang on a minute, I've got a trail up somewhere. A trail up for this, the one and only Loch Var. Oh wow. Oh, bloody hell. It's a bit of a slippy trail down though. Give me a sec. Oh my days, it really is. No way. Whoa. It'll be fun trying to get back up that in a minute. I should say as well, oof, the further I'm driving north today, the colder it's been getting. It really is biting cold at the minute, and I think once we get up there it's going to drop quite a few more degrees. There we go. Regardless of what happens over the next couple of days though, I have to be honest, I'm pretty chuffed. We're here, we've made it. We're in Scotland and it's winter. It's going to be beautiful. It's also going to be probably and hopefully a little bit more quiet than usual, or during the summertime. Oh, nice. We can actually get down to the loch's edge. Nice little spot to start the afternoon-ish. Gordon Bennett, it's 2:30 already. We've got 2 hours of light left. Be a nice spot for a wild camp, wouldn't it? At the right time of year. Very nice. And I think that little mound above those trees over there is sort of where we're heading. Oh, hello. What's this little thing? Is it a little boathouse? Maybe. Oh wow, how cool is that? The little steps coming down. Bit ominous with the levels of the water though at the bottom of the steps, but hey ho, a boathouse. I'm assuming it's going to be locked. Yep, it is. Whoa, 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 that's kind of slippery. Sucked me in there. Damn. Do not want to go arse over tit. Right, this trail goes all the way around this lock, or rather loch, for 1.4 miles. But for us, we need to prioritise and start heading up the mountain. Well, the roads are starting to feel a little bit more mountainous, quite windy up here, and madly I've just passed the snow truck thing that clears the roads. So I'm guessing they're anticipating a bit of snow incoming. I have also passed loads of spots that I could have parked up at, including this one down here, the motorhome park. But if I'm honest, I don't want to park down here. It's still a couple of miles up to the actual ski resort, and I want to hunker down for a few days up here if possible. The thing is, there's a lay-by that I've parked at before that's about a 20-minute walk from the ski resort. That's an option, but I'd like to park in the actual ski resort. But from what I've read, it's £25 a night to park there. I have read that at some times of the year it's not, so I'm really hoping at the minute that it's the winter season that they don't charge you and I can park up there. Now you used to be able to park here on the right hand side, but from what I've read, now they've put all these double yellow lines. If you park there, you're going to get a ticket and a fine, which is a bit annoying if I'm honest. Let's see what's going down up here. Ski tourers and camper vans park in the lower car park. Alright, let's go and ask somebody first. It is windy. Tell you what, this is nice. I don't think I've ever been in here before. The Cairngorm ski area. Little oldie worldy pictures and whatnot. And hopefully a ticket office. Well, I've got to say it, we're absolutely living the dream. Not only are we allowed to stay in the lower car park, but it's also free. And on top of that, I'd pre-booked tickets to snowboard for 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, because they only have a limited amount, 150 tickets, because there's not much snow on the mountain. And I've just asked the guy, I says, look, if there's no snow and nothing's open tomorrow, is there a chance of getting a refund or moving my ticket to another day? And he said yes. So we're winning, and after 24 hours nearly of traveling, it's totally just made my day. Let's go get ourselves settled and see if we can find a spot a little bit out of the wind. Oh my days. I'll try and show you the spot. Oh, I think it's about 50-mile-an-hour winds at the minute, so bear with. We've got a view down yonder, down to Zit Loch. And then the view I'm going to be looking at tonight is up there. Nice. And my thinking is that the wind's blowing this way, so we might be able to get the diesel eater out. The only thing with this diesel eater is, because it sits on a table, it's a bit susceptible to the wind and falling. Yeah, great. Just what you want when all these damn trees are almost bowing over and touching their own toes. But if we hunker down hither, where the wheel is, where it'll sit, it's not too bad. Just hope this ground's flat. And I'll be honest, I really hope the damn thing works. I haven't used it for 2 years, and the tank in there has definitely sort of slipped around inside. So fingers crossed. We could have brought it all the way with us and set it all up for no freaking reason. It'll work, it'll work. Right, the power station's on. It's really dark. I've managed to set the diesel heater up. The wind's kicking in, it's not lowered down. And I haven't got the bag to cover it up. It seems it must have blown away at some point, so I'm just going to try and find something else For now, I'm going to see if it works. And I can't honestly remember how to turn the damn thing on. So let's hope this is how you do it. Wow, you're not going to see much, but this is bad. I think this fuse has just blown on one of my plugs. I've got one left. If this one blows, we're screwed. Oh man, it's not going to reach properly. Right, let's try this again. I think it's those two buttons off. We just blown it. That's it, we got no diesel heater. Right, I've been doing this for nearly an hour and a half now. I've finally got the diesel heater working. Something to do with the connector at the back of the diesel heater. The wire was just weird, I don't know. But I've unscrewed it, screwed it back in 2 or 3 times, and now it's pumping hot air out. But now, the pipe don't fit the bloody wood, so I'm gonna have to trim it down a bit. Right there. Wow. I've got to say it, that diesel heater feels absolutely amazing. It's just took me, like I said, an hour and a half to set it up. Massive amount of fiddling, and it's all worth it. We have messed with diesel heaters over the past couple of months, and I've used this one in this setup before, but I don't think I've ever been happier to have it running. One little pipe of joy. What's not giving me much joy, unfortunately, is the rain slapping against the car. It could do with being a few degrees colder, and that'll be dropping as snow. But it is only 5:15, so yeah, maybe through the night it'll get a little bit colder. For now, after 28 hours of originally setting off and finally getting to the destination, well, I think I've earned this. A cup of tea and a sticky nipple bun. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, wait. Oh, there's just remnants of this cherry left. I've been done. Oh, it's the best bit. Well, 2 hours later then, cup of tea and a sticky kind of icy cake thing. I'm about set to pass out. This is insane. I'm so hot. I've had to strip all my top clothes off. I'm considering sitting in my underwear. I'm just not used to this. I think in all the time that we've done car camping and whatever, I've probably only used a diesel heater a handful of times. My mouth and my throat are literally drying out as I talk. Oh no, I might lose my voice. Could be a blessing. I do hope not though, because I hate watching videos or films with subtitles. It'd be a nightmare putting my vids up with subtitles. And they definitely get it wrong. We've started doing YouTube a thing where they translate your videos into other languages, and I'm very dubious how good it is. Oh shit, we're missing the main thing. I was just going to slap it in there. The frying pan. Because tonight, Matthew, oh my God, we're doing stir fry. Oh, bloody t-shirt fell over the heat pipe. It'll be melted in 30 seconds. I've had to turn it down to #1. I can't cope. But yes, stir fry, and not any stir fry. I've gone to town with this one. Yeah, I thought there was some lemon in there. It's coconut and lemongrass, so it should be really sickly. I hope not, because I'm going to be eating it for 2 days. I mean, look at the state of the amount of ingredients I've got. There's no way I can eat this all in one go, so it better be damn good. Also, we don't have much choice, because typically, because it's stir fry stuff and it's from Midler, it's going to be out of date in about 6 hours time. Oh, probably. I mean, in a way, you could consider that a good thing. Maybe that means that they put less shiznick in the food to keep it preserved and whatnot. But I highly doubt it. Right, that's the chicken all sliced and diced and ready to rumble. And if you think I'm going to run that diesel heater and cook in here at the same time, without at least opening the door a little bit, then you're very wrong. Thing is, I could turn it off, but I'm afraid it won't turn back on again, and I think it's going to get a little bit cold. It just keeps tripping out, every time I tried to start it up earlier, and I don't mean tripping out like seeing pink dinosaurs or anything, like, no, an electrical trip out. I actually thought it was the fuse or something with the 12-volt Siggy socket thing in the power station, but it seems like the trip out was going on inside the diesel heater box. I guess I could open it up and have a look, but I think it was more a loose connection on the terminals at the back. It seemed when I funked around with the wire, it started working. So now I've taped the wire to the wood and it's not moving at all. And we've got heat. Too much, although I shouldn't moan. Nightmare. Do you know what I forgot to do? Oh God, actually turn the gas down a little bit. Half that chicken stuck to the pan. Bollocks. Okay, I'm gonna break with tradition and I'm gonna call this early a good meal. Oh, as long as it actually all goes on the plate. Oh, and it's a perfect portion. Oh wow, that actually is really good. Like a sort of coconutty curry with a bit of lemon, obviously, but it actually tastes like that, which is rare for my meals. Well, little bit of the white stuff on top of the diesel heater. I'm glad I put that bag on. Oh wow, there's a little bit on the bonnet as well, and slight sprinklings of snow all around. I went to bed at 1 o'clock last night and it still hadn't snowed, so I can only imagine this came in the very early hours. I highly doubt it's going to be enough to get the snowboard on the mountain though. It is looking rather promising for the next few days though, just not today. So I'm slowly conducting a plan to tinker around and do a few shitings and then maybe haul back up here in a couple of days time to hit the mountain. Right, me old geese! How you going? Living the dream, mate! Bear with, let's get up and see what's going on. I have to say, I'm not boo-hooing it or anything, but I kind of hope there isn't any runs open today. Look how dark it is. It feels like early evening, sort of almost night time. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. Wow, the light is very low. It's busy though. There's a lot of people turned up today. I think in hope that there's going to be enough snow. Oh, bless them. Apparently, I just spoke to the guy and his manager's slowly working through all the people that have bought tickets today to refund them. It's a hard sort of survival for a ski resort up here in Scotland these years. I would assume even years ago it wasn't the best, but with the lack of snow seasons that we've had over the past 5 to 10 years, I would assume it's very difficult to keep these places running, which is why they're diversifying a little bit and doing more in the summer. A lot of these places now, including this place, has got, I think it's a downhill mountain bike track and such, and there's a few other bits. Glencoe's got a dry slope for using bits, but it is a hard business to be running these days. On the flip side, it is actually November though, and there's snow. I don't know if that's real, but there's a bit up there, so we can only hope that this season is going to be a good season. The problem we've had over the past few years is the season has, like this, started well, and then come sort of mid-January, the whole planet's just warmed up and everything started melting. For me, here and now and today, I think I'm just going to haul up in the crib, put some nice munchies on, watch some football and get a bit of grind done, and then I'm going to try and make a plan for the next few days somewhere around Scotland, in the hope that at some point we can jump back here for at least a little bit of snowboarding. It's been a real mission getting up here, but it's been a good one. Finally, we're up in the mountains of Scotland. It doesn't get much better than this. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and whatever you're getting up to, take care of yourselves, stay stealthy, and I hope to see you in the next.